Today's the day, folks. It is July 4th, 2022. And it is a celebration of our independence. 246 years ago, we fought and got our independence. When you look at the history of 4th of July, everything that happens here in this country historically is in American history. Now, when you look at today, we're in another dilemma like that. We're in another dilemma, which another world leader. We have our own president, who's a American version of King George III, but less mentally irrelevant. Less mentally relevant. See, the young people don't know what July 4th really means, because their teachers never really taught them what it meant to celebrate our independence, because they want to throw out this America was racist from the beginning. Actually, never was. Here, 13 colonies, 13 states. That was the United States. 13 colonies, 13 states. And during that time, you had pirates join their freedom. They know the meaning of freedom. You know, Britain controlled the waters. Any pirate that get caught was sentenced to hang for piracy. Well, times are changing. Here, we're fighting for our independence against the British, who are known as the Redcoats and Regulators. Regulars, you know. They would break in your home, take your stuff, disarm you, where you cannot hunt and feed your families. We had to fight for our rights to exist in this world. And it is our right to exist in this world like everybody else, you know. Now, I came across a video where young people don't know the meaning of 4th of July and what it really means for this country. It is the celebration of our independence when we kicked the living shit out of Britain. Every common man, blacksmiths, hunters, you know, anybody that could that is tired of the suppression of our rights, man. This is why we have the U.S. Constitution. It's why we have the Bill of Rights. You know, the First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to peacefully assemble, you know, freedom of the press, you know, and also to redress grievance of our government as part of the First Amendment. Second Amendment, right to bear arms, which the British would take to disarm you. You know, and they would take your earnings and give it to the king because the king said so. And this is why the people fought. You know, this is why the people fought, because they were angry, they were pissed, they were tired of tyrants telling them what to do. They fought and they fought and they fought. Lots of lives were lost for the cause to have our independence. They used muskets and Kentucky rifles, which were more accurate of its time. Very, very accurate, you know. And the people rose up against tyranny. You know, and we got our independence. 1791, the Constitution was ratified. First 10 amendments of the Bill of Rights was amended. You know, and when you really look at it like this, for the last 246 years till this day, we all celebrate. It ain't just about fireworks or eating hot dogs or watching a ball game. It's a celebration of our existence to live. History would tell us, you know, and this generation is trying to erase that by destroying statues. And these local governments are removing statues because young people says it's racist. Let's put that word aside for a very long time. Statues were erected up for the people to see as a reminder of how far we came along. These young people need a five across the eyes is what they need. Because everything is based on emotion. Emotion is irrelevant right now. It's time to think, time to learn, time to process, man. And it's time to put this racist crap to bed. Or how about we dig a big hole, put it in the hole, and bury it? No. Because these young people are still told, well, America is racist through and through. No, it's not. It's just that they think that they were oppressed. No, they're not oppressed. They're fucking idiots who think they're oppressed. They think we need our reparations. No, you don't need reparations. Go out and get a fucking job. You know? And We went through a civil war, War of the States, for 5 years. You know, they killed the president for what? For what? Why did they kill the president? You know, Lincoln was the first of many presidents that were shot and killed. Garfield, McKinley, Kennedy, you know, and you know, it just that a lot of people need to realize, whether they like it or not, that they're lucky to be living in this country, the freest country in the world. You know, the reason it's not anymore because you got these idiots in power now that just don't care. They're basically reenacting the British military, the British of the, you say, the late 1700s, where you're trying to make it, trying to get by. You know? And while you're trying to get by, you're being robbed of what you have. Because Britain don't give a shit at the time. King George once says, "Do." You know, it kind of reminds me of part of GTA 5 storyline where Franklin, you know, he has this thing going good, making some good money, and Strict says, "Where's my cut, motherfucker? You got to bring the OG in." No, if you were smart enough, go get a fucking job like everybody else. No. We work to provide. You got families, you know. But it's being taken from you. People think you owe them something. Actually, you don't owe them shit. You know. And a lot of these young idiots don't get it. They have the term race on their mind, man. I'm sitting here like, you know, you sons of bitches don't fucking get that. You have it so fucking easy. So fucking easy. While everybody's busting their ass. And some have chosen to serve their country because they love their country, you know. And yeah, we have some bad apples in law enforcement, but there's also people choosing to be an officer, to work in law enforcement because they believe in law and order. They believe in protect and serve, and that is good cops who want to do the right thing, while idiotic and moronic cops are just like the fucking British of the late 1700s. They don't give a shit about your rights. They just want to haul you in for whatever they could think of, man. Because not every member of law enforcement was taught what the law is, what your rights were. Because honestly, they don't give a shit about your rights. All they care about is doing what's best for the officer, because officer safety is more important than your rights. Really, motherfucker. You're acting just like the British under King George III, man. You're willing to you're willing to violate someone's rights, take away their rights, because you think it's the best thing. Well, we fought to become the freest nation. We became a constitutional republic, not a democracy. Okay? In this country, we have the Capitol building, the White House. We have 3 branches of government, man. Do we have a parliament? No, because there's one in the UK, in Germany, in France, whatever, in Canada. But here in the States, we are the USA, United States of America, man. And we are the freest country ever, man. And some of you don't know the reason why, because we became a freest nation. You know. But you all gotta understand too. You're lucky to be here. You're lucky to be born here. You know. And you want to bring in socialism. You want to bring in all this shit that would never survive in this country. Socialism will never survive in this country. Marxism, communism, fascism will never survive in this country because we are the freest nation in the world, man. And that's the way we like it, to be free. Now people are like, we want to be free. We want to be free from a tyrannical world here. Right now, we're sorry. We have Joe Biden. Why was he elected in the first place? Guy's fucking lousy, man. And people knew it from day one. And everything was good. Unemployment at all new low. Gas prices were at an all-time low. The economy was going good. But Democrats didn't like that. They didn't like that. They hated it because everything was going good and they did not like it. Everybody was happy. Everybody was working. They had a job. Everything was going good until COVID. Now I mentioned this. I'll say it a couple times. That nothing just happens; it's planned. And how long was it planned? How long was it planned? We do not know, but it was used. Part of the plan was get everybody restricted, and this was the plan. Period, here, folks. Completely planned out here. COVID was planned. Now, how do you control a population? You manipulate the public through the media. Now, the media has been used for years to manipulate you all. Good job, folks. You all fell for it. You all fell for it. Now, this whole tire restriction, I mean, you go anywhere, you gotta wear a mask. You can't travel unless you had your shots. Right? You can't travel, right? You can't visit your family, can't visit loved ones. You can't do shit. You can't. You can work, or if you're in business, gotta close at 9 o'clock. Sorry, folks, gotta close at 9 o'clock. President's orders. Right. Nobody can make. Look, they said President Trump didn't do a good job on COVID. Well, he's not a scientist, you stupid fuck. Neither is Biden. But who's the one that has done all this? Dr. Fauci. If he was alive during the time of our fight for independence, that dude would have been hung, swinging for treason. Because he'll be working for the British. And caught, you'd be sentenced to death for treason, for war crimes. Now, of course, that's, you know, but the thing is, we fought for our freedom. We fought foreign wars to protect our Constitution and to defend our Constitution against enemies, foreign and domestic. You know, my son was talking to his grandmother, saying that you know the whole separation of church and state, that's a communist thing. Well, it's not. Well, it's not. If you get organized religion and politics together, that creates fascism, man. That's what it does. And he said, Social Security, it's a communist thing. No, it wasn't. Never was. All the stuff my son said is completely bullshit. Hogwash. Complete bullshit. The reason that our founding fathers put it, the separation between church and state, is that if religion starts to get political, they will be forced to lose their tax-exempt status. Okay? To be a church and not pay taxes, you get an exemption. But, like what the Mormon Church did in 2008, spending $122 million on Prop 8 to ban gay marriage, right there should show that church, any church that does that, should automatically lose that tax exempt status, because that means start paying taxes, motherfucker. Because religion start to get political, and let's all make a petition on how to throw out the idea that if any religion or any church get involved politically, they lose their tax exempt status. If you're a church, stay a church. Don't get political, or you will lose your tax exempt status. Period. That will all go away. That'll all go away. But not everybody agrees with the 4th of July. Why? It's our independence, man, against the man, man. Against the man. King George III. Now we got cognitive malfunctioning Joe Biden. Here's a guy that it's obviously he's showing signs of dementia. And this guy is really sucking bad, man. There's somebody in the shadows that's controlling this guy, right? We got put back in the Paris Accord. The pipeline in North Dakota was completely bombed, and gas prices are here in California. It is $6 and almost $6.20 a gallon here in California. Who, whose idea is that? To raise it, you know. I mean, the whole thing is that gas under Trump was not even $3 a gallon. Not even $3 a gallon. It was around $2.50 a gallon. You know. Now it's went up $4 fucking. Holy crap! Whose fault's that? Biden's fault. You can't say, oh, it was Putin. What did Vladimir Putin have to do with our gas prices raising up? He ain't our president. Biden's our president. Biden's a dumbass. Biden's a dumbass, man. And here we are. You're going to the pump and you're spending almost $100, almost $100 on gas, and also at the charging station. You know, you're driving this EV car shit. You know, that charging that thing could even also cost you arm and a leg and a couple of nuts. You know, just like if you're pumping the gas. There's no difference because you're paying the same fucking thing. Can't say you're not because I mean, just because you're driving an EV vehicle don't mean it's different. No, it's the fucking same, man. The price at the pump is price at the charging station. It's no different. It's the fucking same because you gotta understand, it adds up. And by the time you charge things over, holy shit. But the pump is like, what the fuck? You know, my mom, she drives a Ford Expedition. You know, it's kind of almost like a F-150 and shit, you know. She spent gas. Gas is like, she would spend for a whole week, maybe even longer, $75 on gas. And she usually pays like almost about $30. $30 lasts her whole week. My dad, you know, he could spend about the same thing, about $35 that'll last a whole week. Maybe even 2, because they don't drive very often, you know. And the thing is, all this crap we're in, it's all the fault of the Biden administration. It's their fucking fault. We're in this inflation shit. Gas prices are up. Price of goods have gone up. Where's the baby formula, man? Moms need to feed their babies, man. No. And how far are we going to go through this, you know? And they're talking about we're in this civil war, but not a on the battlefield civil war. It's more of a how you say more of a economic civil war, because you have people who are growing their stuff, being independent, you know, and doing things self-sufficient compared to corporations that are charging an arm and a leg whether it's gas, whether it's groceries or whatnot, and it is getting bad, man. It's like the first time we ever paid the national debt was under Andrew Jackson. That's the only time we ever paid the national debt was under Andrew Jackson. That's right. Here we are, $30 trillion in debt. Like, how did we get this far? Over 20 years ago, it was the Gore-Bush presidency of 2000, and George H.W. Bush was declared the victor, even though Gore was the victor. But they go back to the courts to Florida, and who ran Florida? Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush ran Florida. And because of that, George W. Bush, not his dad, but George W. Bush, Jr. won because of his brother. And there was things that they had planned, and they couldn't do it unless they had a reason. And what was the reason? 9/11. Now, 10 days before that day, 2001, September 1st, I went to San Francisco to watch a Giants game. In person, right in the stands, right there. And Andres Galarraga hit the game-winning home run for the Giants to beat the Rockies. They had pitcher Mike Hampton on the mound for the Rockies. And St. Barry Bonds. And he came out in the 7th inning. What was it, the 6th or 7th inning? And Galarraga out of the ballpark, game over. And so that was it, game over. It was cool, but on the field it was like over 100 degrees on the field. Man, like, holy crap. So 10 days later, 10 days later, well, 90 days later, you wouldn't think that 9/11 would ever happen, but it did happen. And because the day before, on 9/10, you had this, Donald Rumsfeld said, $2.3 trillion went missing. Like, what? $2.3 trillion. That's a lot of cash right there. That's a lot of cash. So all of a sudden, the next day, 9/11 happened. I knew where I was. I knew where I was. I was in bed. My wife got up, got ready for work, or school, or whatever she was doing at the time. And my son was asleep. My son was about Uh, that's about two. There's two. Um, two or three. And got a call. Got a call. My mother-in-law called, says we were just attacked. I was like, oh, bullshit. No, turn on TV. I was like half asleep, and turn the TV on. All I see is this plane. That was it. Boom. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, holy shit. And I'm sitting here going like, did I just see on TV, on live television, plane hitting the building with people inside? Everything changed that day. And it changed the world forever. But we never lost our spirit as patriots. We never lost that spirit. But the ones who I felt sorry for was our troops, the most. Because in Vietnam, our troops were completely a wreck. But they didn't show it, but they were hiding it. Because they knew that they lost their friend, their brother on the battlefield. Was a war worth it? Who won the war of Vietnam? Johnson did. Why? Money. Just water racket. Any war's a racket. Money made. And the February of the war went down big time. Even in the Iraq and Afghan war. All of a sudden went. Because people started to turn away from the war. Johnson knew, hey, the Vietnam War was a bust because, but the true war behind the war was oil and poppies. And you know what poppies are for? Opium and heroin. And years later, our troops are on the poppy field guarding it. Why? Continue the war on drugs. Why? It's profitable. Very, very profitable. I thought we were defenders of humanity, man, But every country has those ones that very, very greedy and a tyrant. Now these days, completely different. They don't care about, our celebration of our independence. Fourth of July every year is a celebration of us as people fighting against tyranny to become independent against tyranny. 200 now, we evolved. And you have young people getting completely brainwashed by colleges they go to, and they're politically motivated professors and shit. They're indoctrinating your kids from grammar school to middle school to high school and to college because they have an agenda for them to use them. Teachers should not have an agenda to begin with. They are teachers. They should be teaching math and science and reading and school stuff. But when they become political, they lose the understanding of what being a teacher is all about. You're supposed to teach the next generation, not use them as your fucking tool of stupidity. That's when parents are starting to get really pissed. You're a teacher and you're starting to mess with children whose parents are about to whoop your ass because you're not teaching them general education, because you rather teach them about CRT and the whole LGBT thing. Kids aren't ready for that. Parents of these kids that are being indoctrinated, they love to see drag queens with their kids parade them up and down the aisle. Ain't that stupid? If you ain't for it, you're a homophobe. I don't give a shit. You take my kid somewhere, I'll kick your ass. I don't give a fuck who you are. My kid ain't gonna get brainwashed by some fucking idiot. I want my kid to get a good education by a teacher that ain't political. More of an educational thing, Teach them about math and science and reading. That's more important than we're gonna teach your kid about CRT. They're not. Because I'll be giving you a knuckle sandwich with extra cheese on the way, teaching you how to respect my wishes of you, not teaching my kid this shit. We didn't become independent for nothing. People have a right to thrive away from this bullshit. Now, reparations. I will tell you who truly deserves reparations in the black community. That's the ones who suffered. Truly suffered. Not these young, stupid fucks who think, I'm oppressed, I need reparations. Okay, how about get a fucking job? That'll be your fucking reparation, motherfucker. Go out and join the workforce. That'll be your fucking reparation there. Actually getting a job. You ain't special. You ain't that fucking special. It just that People have forgotten of what 4th of July really means. And teachers also forgot because they'd rather not teach that to their students. Well, I want my kid to know what 4th of July really means in his country and why it's celebrated. Not because there's a barbecue, not because there's fireworks. It means we fought and bled on this land, on this continent. You know, people died and bled and fought to be free from tyranny. And here we are once again under tyrannical rule, like always, which is a Democrat in office. But this one is really fucking stupid. Even more stupider than Hillary fucking Clinton. If you put a dress on Joe Biden, dude, he could pass for Hillary. But dumber. Or maybe the same. I mean, if you put a dress on him and dye his hair black, he'll pass for Nancy Pelosi. Fucking bitch. Anybody who's that fucking stupid, they want your donations for the campaign. Well, motherfucker, you're worth over $100 million. Pay for your own shit. Bitch, you're worth over $100 million. Pay for your own campaign, you fucking cunt. Nobody's gonna pay to support. We need more voters. No, you need people who. You got people beginning to see through your shit. 1 million people have given the middle finger to the Democrats. Adios, arrivederci, buona fortuna, motherfucker. Because nobody wants this guy to run again. They want this old fucker gone. Okay? Here's the problem here. We'll be happy with this guy gone because he's a worthless motherfucker. Someone in the media is saying, we need Hillary to run again. No, you don't, because she's lost credibility. How can you want someone to run who lost so much credibility to themselves that their campaign was lame and it sucked nuts? The reason we did better under Trump was gas prices were low. We left the Paris Accord. Gas prices were low. Everything was at a low price, man. Goods were low. Gas was low. We were better under Trump in that position. You know, the economy was better. But the ones who don't understand, they were lucky to even have anything. Now they ain't got shit. While in this recession now here going down. This generation is fucking stupid. That they were asked, do you know what's the reason for 4th of July? America's racist. They had that on their mind because it was put in their head, man. They're put in their heads, dude. We didn't fight 246 years ago to become the freest nation in the world. The reason that all the crap happened in this country is because of arrogant, ignorant motherfuckers. You know, who stole from the Indians, who enslaved black people because they thought it'd be better for the country. No. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, you know. It is bullshit. No. The young black people don't need reparations because they didn't suffer as much as their ancestors did. No. We need when we loot, there'll be all reparation. No, that's called committing a crime, you dumbass. What's reparations? Oh, it's to pay for the suffering that we caused you. We're sorry we caused you the pain. No, you're not sorry. Because you got police officers, the rotten ones, the blind, brainwashed, ignorant ones, who are acting just like the fucking British of late 1700s. They will disarm you, take away your rights, and they will kill you. There are good cops, but the rotten ones, or the good old boys, are the rotten ones. Look, some of you dumb motherfuckers out there can say how cops are all bastards, but there are good cops out there that wanted this to be an offer to protect the public, because to them it's their calling. You know, they believe in serve and protect. You know. But they got this racist cop shit in their head that they don't care about, that there are really good cops out there willing to put their lives on the line for them. Okay? There are a huge majority of black people in this country that want cops around. You know? Because they don't believe in the BLM crap. You know, they see that as an insult. You know, going around destroying things, shooting people, killing. Why are you doing this to your own community here, man? You're not doing yourself any favors by shooting a fellow black person, man. You know, what's the cause of this? Some young black girl says, there is no black on black crime. Are you sure?
Thanks.
Are you sure? Because there's records of it. Bloods and Crips, both black gangs. You know, there was a 50-year-old black guy, security guard, was shot in the back of the head by a 31-year-old black guy. Isn't that black on black crime? Or isn't it? Then another black guy comes up and robs him while he's laying there dead on the ground while getting shot by a 31-year-old black guy. Don't tell me that there is no black on black crime. Because there is. You look at the gangs. You look at the drug culture. You look at the single mother home has risen from 20% to nearly 80%. Why? One thing to blame. Democrats. Oh yeah. Democrats are the ones to blame. They're the problem. They wanted the war in Vietnam. They wanted to break up the black nuclear family by giving the mom welfare. But she has to divorce and leave the baby's daddy so she could get assistance. There's an example here I want to share with you guys. There are good fathers out there. Damn good fathers. Really damn good fathers. Even in the black community, they're good fathers. Yeah. So, there's this video I came across that talked about how this mom was like doubling down on her entitlement, you know. This guy came and brought his son McDonald's. Mom came out, she was pissed, you know, because he didn't buy for her other kids. And he said, I'm here for my kid, for my son. Those are your kids with other baby daddies, you know. And then she went on, was it TikTok or Instagram, talking bad about the guy. Like, you bring McDonald's for one kid, but not the other kids. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, you know. And she talks like they're in a relationship. Well, they had a relationship. They have a son together. One son, one kid. So why would a guy, a good father who wants to be there for his kid, who has no genetic ties to the other because the mama was flat backing for other baby daddies, you know. And he came out, brought his kid lunch, you know, McDonald's, you know, just being a good dad. But she grabbed the food through the street. To me, that's a cunt. Yeah, just cunt. But she went on TikTok or Instagram talking bad about the dad. And everybody unloaded on this woman. Unloaded. Completely obliterated this chick on social media. Because she doubled down on her entitlement. Well, if he's the father of one of those kids, one of them, he has the right to see that kid because he's the dad. And he's doing something for his child. Not the others that he has nothing to do with. No. Any baby mama who thinks that the dad of one of her kids should be responsible for other kids is stupid, you know. I mean, what mom would talk crap on the dad who's being a good father, you know, bring his kid some food, you know, being a good dad, man. And then all of a sudden, the mom grabs it on the street. What a fucking cunt. That's not a mom. It's a whore, dude. Willing to flat back for any guy, just for what? And this is the kind of woman who don't give a rat's ass. Double down on entitlement. Well, you know, everyone wants to bring a dog, gotta bring more other kids. No, if the guy is bringing food for his kid, for his son, who's the father of this boy, has no responsibility for the other kids because they're not his. But she gets pissed. Well, how come you bring it for the other kids? They ain't my kids. And here she's doubling down on stupid and doubling down on entitlement. Cranky Karen, as I like to call her. Cranky Karen. I think the guy should get full custody of the boy. That means, sorry, bitch, no more welfare for this boy because his dad's taking care of him himself. No, I want to say an example from my part here. I went through a breakup with my wife, which I'm still married to, by the way. I'm still married, but been separated for almost 20 years, since '05. And people ask me, how come we get a divorce? Good question. Well, after we split, I would give her $100 a month because I'm on a fixed income for my son. And whenever I see my son, I don't see him anything new, no clothes, no anything, the same shit, you know. And one day I got tired of it. You know, where's the money that I gave my son? You know, telling her. Well, he wanted stuff he got. It's for clothes and school and whatnot. What you need for school and clothes, you know, not for yourself, because any mom that gets child support. You see a mom with a pedicure, hair, and shit, yeah, you know. The support, that's why it's called child support, not cunt support. It's child support. You're supporting the child. You're not supporting this cunt who's thinking of only herself. You know. The kid, children needs support from the dad. The dad's doing his damnedest to make sure the kids have stuff, clothes, you know, what they need, you know, school supplies, clothes, you name it, you know. And here you got a mom, got her nails done, got her hair done, and not really thinking about their kids, because a real mom would put her kids first. Make sure that they have everything they need, even while the dad helps supporting them, even though they're not together. The kids are thought of first. The kids are put first. You know? While some moms don't give a shit, well, the kids are having to wear the same shit they got. Maybe they need new clothes. The dad pays child support, so they can get clothes and food. But all of a sudden, the mom's out dating some guy wanting to flat back for the son of a bitch. Hope to get knocked up to get extra pay from from this baby daddy. Wow, that's kind of a swing and a miss. No. I don't know. I just think that this country is full of idiots, too. And this is one of them. I love this country. I was born and raised here. I'll certainly live and die here. That's the plan I got. Later on in the near future. But in reality, we evolved over the last 246 years. And it seems that even though you got idiots who have other ideas for this country, New York and California divide the Supreme Court. Now, in New York, you got to jump through hoops just to get a concealed carry permit. And one of the reasons that you hand over your social media, and also if you have a DUI, you lose your right to a gun permit. And it's all this cheesy bullshit. And the girl says, I don't need the numbers. Yeah, you do need the numbers, you shit little bitch. You're the governor of New York. Well, I don't need the numbers. My job is to protect the people. You're doing a very poorly job. Maybe even worse than Andrew Cuomo, you dumbass. You're still eroding on someone's rights. Shall not be infringed, you dumbass. And here, our governor here in California is a fucking dumbass. He's a California version of this cunt in New York, Really? You're going to erode on someone's rights to have a concealed carry license to carry a firearm. Nah. If I was governor of California, I would reverse everything that this dumbass did. I would reverse a good portion of almost everything. But I would choose what this guy did. I would repeal by 2035, the sale of combustion engine cars is over. I would reverse that. I would go by the Constitution. Second Amendment should not be infringed. But I wouldn't think I would run for office or survive while in office. I would probably be assassinated because I'm making California awesome again if I was ever governor. Because the people, the real hoity-toity assholes of California will be pissed. I'll tell them, hey, I don't give a rat's ass about your fucking feelings. My job is to protect the people. That's my job. I don't care about your damn feelings. Go fuck yourself. I would probably be the first governor to piss off the school boards too. Because I would sign into law banning CRT, banning studies of the LGBT. Don't belong in schools. Because kids ain't ready for that shit. They're not. They're not mature enough to be put through that. Because they don't know. I would make it that teachers ought to teach education, not any other political bullshit, because I'll make sure that they lose their license. And they'll never teach again. As a teacher, your job is to teach general education, not political shit. And you will lose your license as a teacher if you do. And I'll make sure of that. If I was governor, I would. Because education is more important than any political crap that's going on now. As governor, I would balance things out in the auto industry. You know, I wouldn't be pushing this shit on EV car shit. I wouldn't be pushing that. I would give you, the public, the choice on if you want to drive an EV vehicle or a hybrid or a gas car. That's your choice, man. I wouldn't be pushing on you because, hey, it's your life, your decision. I'm a free-spirited guy who believes in the human spirit of choosing on what you want to do with your life, because it's your life. It's nobody's business but your own. If someone says, you should be driving electric, you should be sucking my cock right now, but joke. If someone told me that I should be driving an EV instead of a gas car, I'll say this. Look, people have a right to choose what they want to drive. Whether it's a hybrid, electric, or gas-powered car. But the thing is, they are heavily pushing this EV shit on everybody. It's like someone from a church pushing their religion on somebody. Dude, back the fuck off. Shut the fuck up. It's my choosing of my own. If I want to drive a EV, I'll drive an EV. Hybrid, I will drive a hybrid. If I want to drive a car that has a gas engine in it, I'm going to drive it. I have a choice. When it comes to freedom to choose, choice, I'm going to drive a gas vehicle. It's kind of like what I want to eat. If I want to eat a sub sandwich, I'm going to eat a sub sandwich. If I want to stay home and cook, I want to stay home and cook. Only choice you ever got is paper or plastic. You know? Because it's a choice we have in this country. Freedom to choose. Right? We all have a right to freedom to choose. That's why I love this country. The freedom to choose. See, if someone tells us you ain't got a choice, I would call bullshit on that. Bullshit on that. It is bullshit. Hello, viewer. How you doing, my friend? Look, you don't have to agree with any of this. That's your right to choose. Alright, folks, this is good old Grandmaster Rev here. Gotta go. If you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below. Hit the bell for notification. Always live healthy, happy, wise. Love you guys. Peace out.